Hi guys, it's Delphine. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go ahead and do what I'd like to call the 2026 Honorable Planner Mentions video. I'm going to go through what I believe are great planners that have been launched this year by wonderful planner designers. And I go into 5 in total. I go from 5 down to number 1 in line, and these are my opinion only. And the surprising part is none of these planners are in my lineup. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to 2026
So I have
Honorable
my
Planner
Basicsology notebook, and we're going to go ahead and talk about honorable mentions for the 2026 planner lineup that have come out this year. It's have a quality that I believe makes this list, makes this cut. The only thing I regret is not doing this last year, because last year I have thoughts, but it's fine. For the 2026 planner, honorable planner mentions, what we're going to do is honor the creators who have made these planners. We'll get into all the details as to why I think these planners have made the cut. And what I want to do is go backwards from what I think. I kind of have it laid out in an order, but technically these are all very unique planners, in my opinion. And they've made the cut whether or not they're number 1 or number 2. To be honest, I have 7. We're going to go ahead and do 5. We'll do 5. So in 5th place, what I have is Paper Tess, Designs, she calls it the Daily Notebook. And it comes in 2 parts and 2 colors. So the reason Paper Tess made the cut for the honorable planner mentions is because she has enough in her planner that makes me think this is a lovely design. So you get 6 months, you get a yearly overview, you get 6 months, monthly overviews, quarterly overviews, trackers. You also get a weekly overview dashboard, and underneath them, underneath the dashboard of the weeklies, you get a list to do whatever it is you need for the week, and then you go into your dailies. And the reason I believe Paper Tess Designs did amazing with this is because she gave you 2 parts, but for 6 months in one book, you get all the necessities you need in such a compact planner. And she didn't stick to the status quo of the grid layout that most planners do. It is unique in the planner community. So I really like her genuine line style. And then in the back, she gives you note pages. I think there's 102, and it's dot grid. She has designed a 6-month planner that's compact, yet it has trackers. It has your overview for the week. It has an overview for your goals, and it has your monthlies, and it has extra pages that you could forward plan if you'd like right after the monthlies also. I think that her pocket planner, volume 1 and volume 2, or part 1 and part 2, it also comes in 2 colors. The daily notebook, I believe this should make the cut for honorable planner mentions because her design is amazing. It's very compact, easy to bring around, and it should showcase the majority of what you need in a 6-month period. And it's really fun. And the way that she set it up, I like that you can jump from 6 months, fill up the little notebook, the pocket size, and then refresh with a new one when you're done with that. So Paper Tess Designs the daily notebook in the pocket size I believe is going to receive a honorable mention. So he's going to make the cut into my 2026 honorable planner mentions list. Okay, who's next? So the next one on my list is going to be Sterling Ink and her planner inserts. Rings is such a customizable choice in the planner community, and I love that Catherine from Sterling Ink has decided to give us A5 and personal size planner insert options that have the monthlies you can buy, and you can also buy the packs by themselves. So you can buy the monthlies, you can buy the weeklies, and you can buy dailies. These are different from her regular planners because in her insert option she has decided to do combo layouts that she calls the flex layout in her weekly. And I love this because she gives you what you need. She doesn't take over the entire page. She just gives you enough to get you started. It's almost like somebody's giving you the push on your first bicycle ride, and you want to get going, but you just need that little push. She's done this. Catherine has really took a look at her entire system. It is very much still in accordance with her values and how she likes to set things up. But I'm really fond of her flex layout in her weeks because this makes it so you have options. You can create a vertical, you can create the horizontal, but she's giving you the guidelines to do so. You can also use both and then use the interior part of her weekly insert to just cover all the weekly ongoings, or even a to-do list, or maybe you want to make it a memory catcher. Whatever it is, that flex layout gives us so much flexibility to do what we want and keep the customizable aspect in our rings planner. I really appreciate this. I also, within this product option, she gives you dailies that are dated, but they're not year specific. So technically, you buy this insert, the daily inserts, one time, and you can use them in any year. So I really love that. So she's not adding the pressure. She understands that we have a lot of options, and she's giving us the chance to go ahead and take the dailies, and if they work great off and on throughout your journey of the year, you still get to use the dailies that you want, and what you don't use you can take into the next year. I really appreciate that she's done it this way. Again, it really follows along. You get to customize your ring planner. She understands that, so she wanted to keep that intention in the ring ecosystem. I believe her inserts are amazing. I was very surprised when Catherine rolled this out in her 2026 lineup, so it does make the cut for 2026 honorable planner mentions. Okay, the third, so we're at 5, 4, 3. Third place is going to okay, once again, I know maybe what you're thinking, but I'm actually going to say her core planner. This deserves to be on the list because Catherine also took into consideration that there's some people, although she loves the all-in-one book, there are people out there who need that separation and focus on just your planning. And she's done this. She gives you this in her A5 and B6 vertical edition. They are only one color, which is fine. We're kind of focusing in on the planning aspect. She does give you the onyx color, so she does give you that option, and I think that's fair. I think for this being a new product on her lineup, she offers so many SKUs. I can understand why she's helping us not struggle further with decision paralysis. If she offered 7 different colors of this, do I think people would buy them? I do. But because her intention here with the core planner is to actually focus on the planning aspects, and she's going to give that to us in vertical, size A5 and B6. I love this because there's some people out here who do want just that core planning. They don't need to carry around all the extra pages. If that's what they wanted, of course she has those options. But this core planner, I believe, is great for somebody who already has their home life planner and they just need maybe an extra work planner or an extra project planner, something of that sort, even a business plan core planner. Maybe that's all they need. I believe Catherine has really given us a lot of wonderful options, but again, her core planner is going to make the 2026 honorable planner mention because she has made this available to us with only 23 grid pages in the back. She's allowing people to take the heart of her planning system and run with that. So she does make the cut. So in
Congratulations!
second place, if you will, on my honorable planner mentions list is going to be the Rosy Life Planner, what she calls the Flow Planner. And yes, I'm sure some of you guys are thinking, what about Sterling Inc.'s Complete Planner, where she does kind of the same system in a flow state like the Rosy Life Planner, the Flow Planner. The reason Rosy Life does make the cut and not the Complete Planner is the Rosy Life Planner gives you more in her system. This is probably the best I've seen thus far this year that's going to catch everything you could possibly think of in her planner. And the reason is she has 2 perpetual calendars. Goal planning. She has a rating process for her goals to keep us on track. I think that's really, really great because goal planning can be something that starts up in January, let's say, and then eventually would fall off. With the Rosy Life Planner, she's letting you keep track of that progress and that growth based off her percentages and the ratings. I think that's a wonderful idea. She keeps you on track in that way, and I honestly think it would benefit a lot more to see that project or progress of the goal really come to fruition in her rating pages. She does have that rating option. She has some, it's really lovely. And then she also gives you monthly trackers. You get a dashboard, 2 weekly dashboards, not just one. You get both. You get a horizontal and you get the vertical. So you're going to get 2 weekly dashboards. Followed by your dailies. And then you also get 3 colors to pick from, and you have your A5 and your B6. So Rosy Life Planner would be the flow planner specifically. It flows in the way that the year flows as well. You have your year, you have your month, you have the tracking, you have your weekly, and you go right into your dailies, and then it's just beautiful how that flows with your life. So for 2026 Honorable Planner Mentions, the catch-all category, in my opinion, would have to go to Rosy Life Planner. Okay, if I only had to pick 5, my number 1 is going to surprise maybe a lot of people, because it surprised me, because somehow 3 months ago I did not even notice this had rolled out in the planners community, and I'm so grateful it did. Just Scribble has launched a unique planner that I had to think about. It made me rethink some things, and I'm so pleased with this planner. It is the quarterly planner. You get 15 weeks in this planner. This is a 3-month commitment. I think this planner has made number 1 on my honorable planner mentions because it is so unique, and you still get all the essential pieces of the planner product that you need with Just Scribble Quarterly Planner. On top of that, it's probably the most affordable of all these planners. It's $14, which means today, on Christmas Eve, it is sold out. And this is why Just Scribble is on my top tier number 1 honorable planner mentions for 2026, because this planner alone made me rethink everything. I could use this planner for project planning. I can use this planner for goals. I can use this planner as just a planner for the 3 months. The way Just Scribble has thrown something wonderful at the entire planner community, I don't even think we knew we needed this. But I believe this is a game changer. This is a wonderful idea. When you give the community an option of only 3 months commitment at an affordable price, you just made quite the entrance into this whole conversation, because Just Scribble, her quarterly planner, is giving you everything you need in 1 quarter. 1 quarter. She wants to cut out all the extra and give you just what you need for those 3 months. And I believe this planner is going to really set some kind of tone going forward, that even the 6-month planners like Paper Tessa's Pocket Planner, love the 6-month idea. You get 2 volumes. You're going to get 4 volumes of Just Scribble's quarterly planner. That means you get to refresh every single quarter if you decide to go with Just Scribble Quarterly Planner. And you know what? I think she even gives you a discount. If you buy 2, if you buy 4, you get a discount. So I can see why Just Scribble has a sold out product already before 2026, because this is so unique to the planner community. It is 3 months. Everything you need, the essential planning. This is brilliant. If everyone took a little note from Just Scribble and decided they were going to offer a 3-month quarterly planner, you are really giving a beautiful gift to the people who love planning, because they get to try something different. Something essentially that still works, gives you everything you need for between trackers and your monthlies and your weeklies and your dailies, but only you have to commit for 3 months and then you can switch. I think this is a lovely idea, and I don't know why it's taken us so long to throw this into the mix. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But she does offer this in the B6 Slim and the Traveler's Notebook size, or Sterling Inks N1 size. This is a great travel companion. It's compact enough that you can take it anywhere you want. This is a lovely idea. I believe if you had goals you wanted just to follow up on, you're going to be picking between the quarterly planner and the core planner, if that's what you're thinking of. I just think this is quite shocking to me that I didn't hear about this until recent, that she had a quarterly planner. I am kicking myself for not following closer, but she does make the cut for #1 honorable planner mentions for 2026, because this quarterly planner idea, in my opinion, is brilliant, and I hope I can get my hands on one. That is my 2026 honorable planner mentions, and I am so grateful that these creators are giving us products that we can love and help us along the way find these little pieces that we've been begging for, just something different to help us along the way in our journeys, in our life journeys, in our planner journeys, all of it. So if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And if you are on YouTube and you make your own videos on planners, systems, why don't you go ahead and do your own list of honorable planner mentions of 2026? I want to see this grow. So please let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!